Ladies and gentlemen, promises made, promises kept. 2 days ago, I made you all a promise that before the year ends, I will release my video of all my findings of Joe Biden, UPenn, and the connection to the Chinese Communist Party. This is that video on New Year's Eve. So I did my own digging, and here's what I found about Joe Biden being a professor at the University of Pennsylvania. People say that there's no evidence. I got my notes right next to it, and I'm going to read them and all the facts. People say that there's no evidence or any wrongdoing from Joe Biden. Well, after doing research into Joe Biden's UPenn contract, here is what I have discovered. And to the people who say that there's no evidence, I'll start with this fact. When Joe Biden left the vice presidency, he was hired by the University of Pennsylvania at a salary of $1 million a year to preside over the Biden Institute of Global Engagement. Here's more facts. He never taught a class. He never even showed up on campus. And when looking further into the program and its finances, I discovered that it turned out that the program was funded with $54 million by anonymous donations from China. Then I looked into who Biden hired to work for him. And what I found is that among those he hired on his staff at the time was the future Secretary of State, Antony Blinken. You heard that right. One of the people that Joe Biden hired at UPenn to work under Joe and was paid by the CCP was Antony Blinken. And before we go into the further facts, there's way more. This explains a lot. This explains all the videos of Antony Blinken just terrified of what Joe Biden might say when he's around Xi, or when the cameras are rolling and he's asked about China or Xi. How Blinken is terrified, afraid, and scared, and worried. This explains the spy balloon. This explains China under Biden purchasing all this American land, because the real boss is Xi and the CCP. But not only Blinken. There are 9 other redacted names of people that are apparently right now still on the payroll from the Institute and are working for the Biden administration on the national security team. So the only name that is public is Antony Blinken. There are 9 redacted names from the files I've looked over that are supposedly who were being paid by China to be part of his think tank in UPenn. They never taught a class. They never showed up on campus. 9 more names besides Antony Blinken who work in the Biden regime on the national security team. So China funded a farm team essentially for the Biden administration, and the President of the United States was on the payroll of China for 4 years and made $7 million. Here's some more things I found out about Joe Biden, and this is actually really easy to Google and find out. When Joe Biden left the Senate, his net worth was $29,000, which means 2 things. He was either honest or dumb. We know which one it was. Now, when he entered the presidency in 2021, his net worth is over $10 million. He made all of that from bribes. Bribes. Vice president doesn't even make $3 million in a span of 8 years. Not even $2 million. So how did he go from net worth of $29K to $10K? In a span of 12 years, Joe Biden's net worth went from $29,000 to over $10 million. If you're a politician and your financial situation changes this much, you're a crook. You're corrupt. You've been purchased. Now it all makes sense. Why the Biden administration is literally licking the boots of the CCP. Now it makes sense why San Francisco is ridden with crime, with drugs, with human feces all over the place. But when a Chinese dictator comes into town, they clean up. Who knows what they did with all those people? Maybe organ harvesting? I don't know. Thousands just disappeared overnight. And then they fly, not American flags, but Chinese flags. We've all seen the videos. Go to Russia as an American ambassador or president. Go to Israel. Go to Ukraine, Saudi Arabia. Go to China. You're not going to be greeted with American flags. You're going to be greeted with the flags of that country. It's only Xi who can come to America and be greeted with no American flags. Just Chinese communist flags. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this gives you arsenal. This video gives you arsenal for your liberal friends or family, or you might be at a New Year's party today, bring it up and somebody wants to say, well, Trump's a bad man. Orange man, bad. You hit him with these facts. This is all not difficult to find. Just Google his net worth when he left Senate. Google his net worth when he stepped into president. Google how much a vice president makes. And then have them explain. But if he was teaching lectures, where are the videos? He was hired as a professor, a leading professor. Why was Anthony Blinken also being paid by the CCP? And now, his entire security team and his administration are run by the people that have made millions from the CCP. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Happy New Year. Praise the Lord. 2023, we had our ups, we had our downs, but guess what? If you're breathing air, praise the Lord. If you're alive, praise the Lord. Even if you're going through a difficult situation, praise the Lord, because once you go through it, you're going to be a stronger person. We're going into a year where no longer you can be on the sidelines, where you can no longer be just a Sunday Christian. Above all else, we are in a spiritual battle. That's right. Above all else, we're in a spiritual battle, and it's being manifested in the physical, in the political realm, in the social realm, in the media realm, the internet realm. Well, guess what? They might win a battle or two, but we win the war. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification so you are notified every time I upload Trump 2024 or sooner.